So we are going to be Automatic Knife City today. We are taking a look at Piranha knives.
This is another one of my favorites. I think as far as Piranhas go, that one's got the best grip to it.
If you want a Piranha, now is the time to get one.
Check them out.
What is up, guys? This is Ben from bladehq, and I'm here with Austin. We are taking a look at Piranha knives today. Tell me about Piranha, Austin. What's the deal, man?
Oh man, they make a lot of great quality knives made in the USA. Snappy action, high quality, at a really fair price as well.
Whole bunch of autos.
Yeah.
So we are going to be Automatic Knife City today and take a look at a bunch of them with the spare OTF.
It's technically an auto though, right?
It is technically an auto.
Yeah.
What are we looking at, Austin?
I think we'll start over here. So this is the Piranha Fingerling in the green smoke anodizing. It's got the beautiful mirror blade on it. It's snappy, just like all of the Piranhas are. And just a great little EDC blade.
So the thing I like about Piranha, they're kind of, let's be honest, they don't do like any marketing for themselves. They just make knives in Idaho,
Yeah.
which is in their own right. I think it's kind of interesting because it's just like cranking out product.
Yeah.
And they actually sell pretty well.
Yeah.
So we enjoy selling them. This one is called the Predator. It comes in two sizes. And you've got lots of color options. Let's put it that way. Lots of color options.
Nearly endless.
This one's Mini Predator, Regular Predator. And the thing I like about them is they are particularly snappy. They just work really well. I'm just going to pull one out of the mix here.
Grab it.
This one is very snappy. And I've been enjoying it. Several of these all morning. Great automatic knives, push button autos. They work exceptionally well. We'll talk a little bit more about that one in just a second.
Sure.
Called the Virus. Though.
Virus, yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
We were playing the name game here a minute ago. I'm going to get them all right now. Fingerling, Mini Predator, Predator, Toxin. Just because we don't know the names particularly well. Guard. No, Mini Guard.
They have a lot of models.
Bodyguard.
No,
Mini Guard, Bodyguard.
They have a theme.
Pop, 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 pop. So that's the Predator, Mini Predator. What's this one, Austin?
This will be the Toxin. Yeah, this is just a very large EDC blade if you were to use it for that. I mean, collector maybe. But yeah, it's just a big hand-filling knife. I really like it. It's got just a beautiful line on the back there. I like the wave of that.
I love the neutral handle on this one. You know, you get a lot of knives where they're sticking finger grooves and they're sticking all sorts of accoutrements. You can define that in the in the description box, JB. Anyway, you get all these finger grooves and different things. This is a very neutral handle. So if you're wearing gloves, if your hand shape is strange or whatever, they haven't forced you into position. And I like that about it. I also, if I were wearing gloves, I mean, look at how much purchase you get there in the hand. That's a nice knife. Called the Toxin from Piranha. What's next?
Yeah, I think we'll move on to the Prowler.
Could we call these three like the Tactical Defender
Absolutely.
series?
I think they all have some styling cues from Italian knives. Definitely look like an old switchblade. But yeah, I think this is
kind of a coffin handle shape on them.
Absolutely. But this is the Prowler. Just a beautiful knife. I love the shape of that blade. It just looks really nice. And again, it's got the classic styling that I do like.
Austin and I were talking off camera earlier. Let's stick them side by side.
Sure.
It's almost like they took the CAD files for one and just modified the bottom of the handle for the other.
Yeah. Slightly different blade.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. But nice blades. And then you've got the
Mini Guard. This is the Bodyguard. I don't think we mentioned that.
Sorry. DNA Toxicity.
Yep.
Bodyguard and Mini Guard.
Yep. And
you can see the size comparison there.
Yep.
All kind of Italian-esque. I think you nailed it there.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
And then let's go this side.
Take us there.
Yeah,
take
let's
us
go
there.
this side. So we'll go to the Amazon next. This is obviously Piranha Amazon. It's got the camo coloration there. And yeah, just a cool looking blade. It's also it's got a big handle on it. Just a real full grip on there that you can get. And I like the little lanyard hole as a touch there.
Yeah, that is a nice touch.
Yeah.
This one's kind of got the same finish on it. Very, very different knives, obviously. But this one's called the Hybrid. I got that wrong about 10 times off camera. Don't tell me. Half Hybrid.
Every time!
It's a mental
You have to
note.
get there.
It's a mental note. But I just nailed it. Did you see me nail it?
First try.
Nailed it.
Beautiful.
This one I like a lot because they kind of took some of... You can see some patterns going on in the milling and the handles. This one they went a completely different direction. Machine handles, very grippy across the back. of the handle, you can see there's some nice texturing. I wouldn't even call it jimping. I'd call it texturing. Just a solid look and feel to this one. And they have stuck that index finger groove on there. So if you are looking for like that really solid purchase, that's a good one for it.
I think as far as Piranhas go, that one's got the best grip to it.
I agree.
Yeah, and it's also got the kind of thumb ramp there caused by the blade that just really locks it in the hand. So
it's a solid look.
Absolutely.
Okay, Austin. So you started working here 6 months ago-ish.
6 months, yeah.
And during your interview, you said, I own a Piranha knife.
Yeah, it was actually the knife that I brought to my interview.
Yeah.
This is my Piranha. It's the P1. Maybe their most traditional looking blade.
You bought this how long ago?
Oh, I would guess 3 years. I'd say it's probably been about 3 years.
Okay, why'd you buy it?
I bought it because I had heard great reviews on it, searching YouTube and everything, and it just, I don't know, it called to me. It was my first automatic. I didn't have an automatic yet. So I figured it was a good place to start. And if I remember right, there was a deal. I got a little deal on it, a little sale. So
wait, did you buy it from us?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Oh, 100%.
All right.
Yeah.
Glad you can keep your job here.
Long-time customer, first-time employee. Yeah, so I like it. It's as old as it is, and it's not that old. It's still got great action. It's maybe the strongest one on this table, honestly.
That's what we were talking about this morning, because it's snappy. I think there should be a rating for automatic knives, like lunch lady arm reverberation.
Oh, no.
Shouldn't like, if it snaps,
we're going to have to come up with this scale.
The, what would we call that? Lunch lady arm reverberation.
You guys name it, put it in the comments. Let us know.
I like that one. I think you chose a good one.
Yeah. No,
I really
love it. And one thing on all the Piranhas is they have titanium clips, and most of them are stonewashed, and I love them. They just look good. They slide really well in and out of your pocket. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, the last group here, these are kind of the ones, again, a lot of this knife banter is personal preference.
Sure.
So when a new knife comes in the shop, we sit down and we don't actually sit down. It's just like, hey, look at this. And it's kind of this frenzy for a minute to look at new stuff. And it's kind of like, I like this, you don't like this. And we kind of banter back and forth. Whole bunch of people in the office. It's one of the best parts of working at bladehq in my mind. You get to see knives come in.
Absolutely.
You get to banter about them.
Yep.
So these were kind of the ones that I personally, I don't know where you landed.
Of course.
But these were the ones that I felt like, if I were to buy a Piranha, these would be it. In fact, I've been carrying this this X model. This is called the X model. It comes in the purple. Purple's not really my style.
Ben's a tactical man.
Well,
look at that tactical black.
I know. No, here's the deal. I think knives should be a little bit unobtrusive, and this has been kind of an evolving idea for me. And maybe it's the political climate. It just seems like when I pull out my knife, I want it to be a little bit discreet.
Sure.
Purple, not so much. For me personally.
It's eye-catching.
It is eye-catching. And if that's what you're looking for, like that purple's going to nail it.
Yeah.
But this X model, kind of like I was talking about with the Toxin, I feel like it's just a beautiful kind of neutral handle, good blade size, opens snappy fast. I dig it.
There's something really satisfying about the noise that this one makes for me
That's
as well. Yeah, it just has a really great noise when it opens. I really do like the X as well. We'll talk about the Virus in a sec, which I prefer, but they're basically...
Okay, let's talk about it now.
Sure.
This is the Virus.
Yeah.
Why do you prefer the Virus?
I like the lines of it a little better. I prefer the sleekness of it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. To me, they're pretty much identical, obviously thinner, but the handles have a really similar shape.
They do.
And everything. I mean, and it's... Yeah, I like the Virus a little bit more.
The one thing I like about the Virus, and this will have to be a really close-up shot here, but you can kind of see that the button on the Virus is a little less proud than on the X. And that's the kind of stuff that you actually have to like have the knife in hand in order to be able to see.
Yeah.
But I do like that Virus is just a little less proud than the X. It's the little things.
Of course.
But if you're wearing gloves, if you're using it in a true tactical situation, which I don't do any
of course.
tactical anything, this would probably be your better bet, simply because if you are wearing gloves or whatever, it's gonna be standing up right for you there.
Well, and another thing about this, not all Piranhas have lanyard holes. So
That's
if you
true.
like putting a lanyard on your knife, this is a great
good point.
option. Yep.
Good point.
So
Okay, last one. Well, we got two more.
Last side opening
Sorry,
automatic.
should we tease the OTF?
Oh, let's do it. All
Okay,
right,
we'll come back to that in a minute.
Okay. So this is the DNA. This is another one of my favorites from Piranha. I actually do really like the red handles in any of them. Yeah, the red is probably my second favorite behind the black. This one, another just a sleek knife. I really like the sleek look of a lot of these Piranhas. And then my favorite touch on the back is this little double helix that they've milled in there.
That is a cool feature.
Yeah.
We were looking at it this morning. So we kind of pull everything out, lay it out on the table, and talk about what do we like about them? What can we talk about on Knife Banter? And it's probably hard to see on camera, but this helix is actually like a 3D helix. So they've machined it out on the inside, and then they've put the two pieces together, and it has kind of a 3D look, which I think is pretty darn cool.
Yeah, super cool.
Solid.
Yeah, I really do enjoy that one.
And that one, I think the two of these next to each other, if you were going to decide on a good EDC, that's a great, between the two, take your pick.
Sure.
It's a good
And they're
good
both
mix.
stupid light.
Yeah.
They are very
Yep.
lightweight knives.
Aluminum, all of these have aluminum handles.
Yep.
Which is pretty darn cool. All right, let's talk OTF. I love a good OTF.
Who doesn't?
Dual action OTF from Piranha. And just an interesting piece.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
The Excalibur.
the Excalibur
Yeah,
is what it's
make
called.
sure we mention it. Yeah, it is. It's a feels really well made. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not super experienced with OTS, but this feels great. Feels good in the hand. It's just a great knife.
Solid. That's the thing. All of these Piranhas, USA made, they are all autos, so make sure they are legal in your area. Check your local knife laws. But they're all exceptionally well made. I'm pretty stoked on the brand generally. And I think this was kind of my first look and sit down
Sure.
with the whole line. I mean, I'd handled a few. I'd seen the colors. I'd seen the varieties. But after handling this all morning at my desk,
Yeah. He
sold.
seriously carried it around all day. Yeah.
probably to the level of obnoxious around the office. But it's a knife store.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, that's about it on this one, guys, except for my socks.
Oh, pulling out
All right,
the big guns.
these just came in like
Look at
right
those
before
calves.
we started taping. And I don't know, that's kind of a weird shot. But hey, you get what you get, right? bladehq socks, if you want them, leave a comment in the comment section. That doesn't mean you'll get them immediately, but we're thinking about making some, maybe do them as a giveaway.
Yeah.
So if you like socks, if you like bladehq socks, let us know.
Absolutely.
There you have it.
Sweet.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about Piranha, feel free to leave them in the comments. You can call our customer service if you like. They are knife experts. They do an excellent job. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll have another knife banter for you next week. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
Forgot to mention, guys, these are all on sale this week. This week only. So if you want a Piranha, now is the time to get one.
Check them out.
Between the two of us, I think we can get this. Virus X, Amazon, because the name's on it. Don't tell me. Half hybrid.
Every time.
It's a mental
You have to
note.
get there.
It's a mental note.
You have to get there.
Hybrid P1 Excalibur.
Excalibur.